During the pandemic, it's been a real challenge being a CRO. We've had to be very flexible, fleet of foot, and adjust on the fly to the various conditions the pandemic has thrown at us over the life of projects for our clients. But amongst that, we've kept our resolve and worked hard to be flexible, open up new sites, look at new tools and tactics to assist with completing projects for our clients. Part of the way in which we dealt with running clinical studies during the pandemic is to take on a more aggressive approach with remote studies and decentralized studies. This trend had already begun prior to the pandemic, but were certainly accelerated tremendously by the pandemic. And as a result, we took on decentralized trial models where appropriate to execute the studies on time and on budget for our customers. The pandemic has greatly impacted the interest from companies looking to innovate new products around immune function and related health areas, as well as with the consumer and participation in studies. People are paying attention to their overall health and wellness like never before, particularly in North America, where we serve marketplaces. And as a result, recruitment and engagement in our studies has actually never been better. Although the pandemic has been obviously very tough for humanity, in our world and in our business, in terms of providing the service, that has been one silver lining, is that participants are interested in health research like never before and wanting to participate in these studies around wellness, particularly as it relates to areas of immune function and related health issues the pandemic has caused. The areas that are growing the most as it relates to innovation tied to the pandemic is really around immune function and the symptomology associated with immune function. Obviously, immune health is a very robust area. There are many aspects and variables associated with what is considered a healthy or well immune system and solid immune function for the individual. And it really moves into many areas of human health associated with gut health, stress and anxiety management, cognitive function overall, sleep and quality of sleep, pain management. There's so many different aspects that immune function touches on. And so people want to be optimally prepared should they come in contact with COVID or other viruses for that matter. And if they get it, they want to have the most mild symptomology profile as possible. So that has really forced our clients to innovate in areas such as vitamin D, vitamin C, zinc, amongst others, their related products and development and formulas, and reposition some of these SKUs and some of these individual ingredient categories that have been quite dormant. Not a lot of exciting research in some of these categories for quite some time, or at least that was heavily publicized. So now some of these categories that have been around for decades are now seeing a really nice renaissance and resurgence in interest. COVID has impacted design considerations, how we process participants in a study, and how we take on hybrid models. So we can introduce more decentralized tools. We can look at recruiting in a more remote fashion in a lot of instances. That's all protocol dependent, of course, but it really forces us to be the best possible Nutrasource CRO we can be, to take into account using our site network, and decentralized models to ensure that we can deliver projects for our customers. So one of the very interesting facets of Nutrasource is the diversity of our service offerings, and part of us being able to navigate the pandemic was also to lean on our regulatory and strategic solutions work, as well as our testing-based certification programs, which are also of keen interest to the marketplace given the trends on authenticity and transparency in the dietary supplement world and in natural health product marketing period. So that allowed us to also stay buoyant, and much like UFC, we didn't lay anybody off the entire time. I'm a full believer in that there's always a solution out there. No is never the answer. One just has to work hard and keep at it to figure out the best solution. And we were very fortunate. Not only did we not lay anybody off, because of the diversity in our service offerings across the industry, and because these services are available globally, we actually increased to almost 150 staff now from pre-pandemic levels, which were around 110, 115. So from that perspective, it was very beneficial that we had the diversity in service offering. And the other interesting point is we had excellent diversity in our staff complement. The way we're organized as really a life sciences academic unit, even though we're a privately held company, we have such excellent diversity in backgrounds and expertise in food, in nutrition, in pharmaceutical sciences. That also allowed us to be very innovative in terms of how we deliver projects and adjust to everything that COVID-19 threw at us as a business.